So welcome back to Trying to Find My Style episode 2.
It may look like I have 4 different black t-shirts, but in reality, they all slightly different slogans on them.
So now that we've gone through my wardrobe, the next stage, which we'll be focusing on in this video, is to refill it. But before I get into that, I just want to thank today's sponsor, which is Karma. So Karma is a free extension that you can download onto your Safari or your Chrome, and it helps you get money off purchases. So obviously perfect for this video. So once you've downloaded Karma onto your Safari or Chrome, you can then use it as you please. Firstly, as you go onto your favorite shops. So for me, I love it on my vintage shop. But basically what you can do is you can go and browse your favorite stores. Then if you find something you like, you can save it. And when you save it, you can save it into a list. So I have a list of things I want to buy. I have a list of things I want to get for gifts. So basically once you've saved it onto your list, then if it goes on sale, then you will get a push notification to let you know it's on sale. So you can hold off buying it to save a little bit more money. So I purchased 2 things from Thrifted that I'm going to show you here. Hopefully you can see them. I purchased this gorgeous little dress and a little gorgeous little skirt as well. And just because I had Karma downloaded, I was able to send? I was able to save £6 off my order because it just pops up and says, we found a voucher for you. Here's £6 off. Delicious, thank you. And finally, one really cute thing that Karma does is on selected retailers, it will give cash back to you and a good cause, which is just such a lovely little touch. So if you want to download Karma for free, then I have left the link in the description box below. Remember, it is a completely free app. Why not? So with that being said, I will let you get into the video, but thank you so much for Karma for sponsoring this video. I am a follower, and I don't think I naturally have a brain for fashion. You know, some people just naturally are good at fashion. I am not one of those people. So I feel like Pinterest is a great place to start if you are like me and are just trying to figure out how to put an outfit together effectively. My Pinterest homepage is generally like a really good place. I love Pinterest so much. It's mainly just full of tattoos, people's cool outfits, and then cute little pictures. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up a album. Are they called albums? Oh, I'm there. Oh, it's because it's my name. I'm gonna set up an album on Pinterest that's gonna be like style inspo. And I saw someone talk about these types of things before, and they said the cool people that you see on Pinterest, they often in their like style inspo groups of pins, they often have like one piece or like pictures of one piece rather than like full outfits. So we're gonna try and do a little bit of that, like find like a few pieces that I love. Style inspo. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna go on people's Pinterests whose style I like. So let's go on Emma Chamberlain, prime example. Let's see what she has saved in her clothing pins. So go off like, so she, prime example, my girl has like individual pieces pinned to her style board, I guess. Really like this.
I think I've fallen for you, and I don't know why. I don't know why.
So I've officially been on Pinterest for a good few hours trying to put together a little bit of a style inspo board. They're called boards. That's just come to me. And there's definitely some themes going on now that I can see it all up in total. It will be on the screen. You'll be able to see it. There's definitely the earthy toned theme, which is ironic because when I first started doing these types of videos, I was like, guys, I want to wear more colors. And the majority of the colors in here are brown, green, and black and white. But that's fine. As I said previously, I kind of want to make sure that what I am leaning towards now is something that I'm going to want to lean towards for like quite a while, and that this is more about me finding my style rather than me finding, what is that? Rather than me just kind of leaning into trends. So that's what I'm trying to like differentiate in my head. What out of these things will I wear in a year's time if they're no longer out of trend kind of vibe, which is what I'm trying to stick to in my brain. In my last video, I spoke about aesthetics too, because looking at this, I wouldn't say there's a particular aesthetic that these are all matching, and I don't think you have to find an aesthetic when you're finding your style. I think too much pressure on trying to find one way of dressing can just make the whole dressing thing way harder and way more stressful when it doesn't need to be. It should be fun trying to find style. It should be fun experimenting with clothes and stuff. And if one day you want to look a little bit like a cottagecore fairy and the next day you want to dress like a little grunge teenager, I don't know, then that is also fine. And I think that's the thing with my style in general. I think is a little bit all over the place, and I think that is fine. I think we have to accept that our style can do whatever it wants to do. Now we're going on to the more exciting part. Yes, I haven't moved because we're starting this section of the video in the exact same place. So it is time to try and sustainably source some pieces for a new wardrobe. When it comes to sustainably sourcing clothes, there are a few different ways in which you can try and source them. So my main methods are vintage shops, whether that's online or in person, charity shops obviously, and then using second-hand clothing sites like Depop and Vinted. By this time this video is up, I will have linked my Vinted, so all the clothes that I got rid of in the last video should be up. We're gonna start off with Vinted. Now I've already gone through my Vinted and started to gather some few bits. As I said, for my Pinterest, there's a lot of like earthy tones, just general kind of vibes on there. There's quite a lot of like death related things, but I don't really know why. I don't really think that's a good thing to dwell on. I've now curated quite a good like little homepage feed because Vinted has kind of learned what I like. But you can type in things like vintage. So my last one I typed in was slip dress because I love slip dresses. And I only put it to £2 because, you know, and then it means that you kind of have to scroll through things that you might not like for quite a while. It's you know, it's like a part-time job this. I don't want to firstly spend too much money and secondly buy things that I don't think I'm gonna wear more than once. I wanna make sure that things I'm wearing are like long-term pieces, which is why some of the things on here, they have been liked for a very, very long time until I'm ready to purchase them because I still like them. And I do think like your style, your like brain can change so quickly, but there's a few things in here that I literally love so much. So I'm gonna put up on the screen a few things that I have managed to purchase myself, and I will also do the same with the things I have bought from Thrifted, which is my favorite vintage website online, which I did speak about at the very, very beginning of this video because I was able to save a little bit of money, which we always love with Karma. So you would have already seen what I purchased from Thrifted. So that is Vinted done, Thrifted done. Finally, we go to the charity shops. Pretty much ever since I recorded the first part of this video, I have been to charity shops multiple times because I often find that if I'm just going once, then I never really get that much because London charity shops are really not that great. But I have got a few things. So I would do a small little haul of some of the stuff I picked up from charity shops recently. Might tie my hair up actually. So starting off, as you saw from my Vinted stuff, I love a slip dress kind of moment. I think they're so easy to style. I got this really cute one when I went to America. I got it from Goodwill. Gorgeous, gorgeous dress. I actually don't know if I showed this when I went to America. I might have done. I need to get it tailored because the top half is a bit baggy and it's really tight on my thighs. So I wore it the other day and I wore it with like a jumper over the top of it. I really, really love maxi skirts. I've really been wanting a long white one for so long because I think they can go with literally anything. And I love the baggy on baggy look, and I think with a maxi skirt you can do that so freaking well. Following on, I got this maxi skirt. I actually got this from a charity shop yesterday. It was basically in a church and they said everything on the floor is 50p. So I had a good rummage and I found lots of things for 50p. Gorgeous. It's basically just like a brownie maxi skirt, very earthy tones, which we know I'm obsessed with apparently. And then also in the same DP thing, I got this like satin, oh okay, bad timing, this satin black skirt, which is kind of like midi. It's got these cute little pockets. Moving on to the top half, I found this really cute, similar like satiny cami, which I wore when I was in America with the white skirt. I was really excited by this. This doesn't really count towards this kind of like finding my style kind of video, but this is the Urban Outfitters like famous top. I found it in a charity shop for literally about £2. Unfortunately, it's the size too big for me, so it doesn't do the boobs quite as much justice as I would like, but we still love, and I've been wearing it like crossed with like cargos and stuff. earthy tones come through. I got this from Goodwill. It's basically like this t-shirt. I think it's DKNY. Yeah, kind of cool. I've got a couple more t-shirts. I got this t-shirt, which, if you can tell, I like the color blue. I thought this was really cool. It has Alice in Wonderland, like an Alice in Wonderland print on it. Now, finally, you know I love a stupid slogan on the top. If you could pin my style down, it would probably be oversized tops, maxi skirts at the moment, waistcoats, and then weird slogan tops. Now, this was also in the 50p floor basket. How weird is this? I'm very excited about that. I will do a part 3 of this video where we finally put everything together, everything that we've learned together, and fully have a bit of we look at my style over the ages, because I think in the past few months, I've definitely been trying harder with pushing myself out of my comfort zone and wearing fun outfits and just like learning a little bit more about fashion, which hopefully is clear on my Instagram, because my girl is trying. Fashionista, do you know what I mean? I will see you for part 3 of this video. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for Karma for sponsoring this video. I will leave the link down in the description box below, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye.
I think that we're